Okay, so let's talk about the how to master the art of closing. Y'all want to be better closers? Yes or yes?
Yes.
I mean, seriously, you want to be closers around here?
Yes.
So look, I mean, my life changed when I decided to become a closer. So you're going to become. There's nothing wrong, by the way, with being a closer. Sometimes you kind of you almost feel like, oh, are you trying to manipulate them? Or are you going to try to get something out of them? Or you're going to try to steal from them or get money, right? You ever, sometimes there's a negative connotation with closing. Like, I'm going to close somebody. Well, just remember, if you're doing the right things, then there's nothing wrong with closing. Now, if you're closing somebody to do something that's going to hurt them or be bad for them, or mess up their financial situation worse, that's not good. We're not okay with that. But if your intentions are pure, then it's okay to be a closer. So let's get into this, all right? And if you're not following, make sure YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Clubhouse, you name it. Get it all right? Make sure you follow all of those social media platforms. I appreciate it. All right, so you must get people to like you and trust you. Would you guys agree that that's going to help you?
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So that might be a good first step, right? Or you will not have much chance of doing business with them or recruiting. Look, let's just make this simple. Even if your product is more expensive, people want to do business with people they like. So the number one thing you should think about is, am I building a relationship with this person? Because if I am building a relationship with this person, then it's more likely that they're going to give me their business. Because if they like me, again, even if my product is subpar, they're going to want to do business with me. Just because they like me. And you know how I know this? Is because I've been in the life insurance business for 25 years now. And I have sat across the table from clients that they have the most horrible, terrible, ridiculously bad life insurance policies. Okay, I'm talking like spending $600 a month for $50,000 worth of coverage, right? Horrendous policies. And they, after everything I did, every objection that I went over, every mathematical equation I showed them, they still kept that other policy. And the only reason why they kept that policy, their main reason was, well, my brother sold it to me. Or my best friend sold it to me. So that's how I know this is true. So remember that, okay? Because there's nothing wrong with that. It's a good thing that if you can develop a relationship with somebody, they're gonna want to do business with you just because they like you. Number 2, find common ground with people. Common ground helps people to like you and trust you. So that's pretty simple, right? Find some common ground. Do they like sports? If they do like sports, what's the team? And maybe you like that team. And maybe you know something about the team. Do you know anything about baseball? Okay. If you talk to me about baseball, I would like you just a little bit more. Just because I like baseball. I mean, anything it is that if you want me to like you, maybe ask me about myself and let me talk for a few minutes, and I'll probably like you a little bit more. I guarantee you, if you want to build a better relationship with somebody, just ask them a question. Ask them about their life. Ask them about their kids. Ask them about their career. Ask them about something that can allow them to have a conversation like with you for a little while, or just to talk about themselves. Like, you realize that successful people love to talk about how they became successful? If you're sitting with a client, why not just ask the person, how did you become so successful? How did you get to where you're at? This is a freaking awesome house. How did you get this house? Anything that you can think of to try to find something to make them feel great. Another thing that I always love to do, if I'm talking to a business owner, like let's just say the guy's a landscaper, I'll ask him, do you have any business cards? And he says, yeah, I got business. Okay, give me some business. I want all of your business cards, because I want, anytime I find anybody that needs landscaping, I'm going to give your business card out. I want to try to get you some business. And then, by the way, this is like in the first 5 minutes that I'm talking to them in their house or on Zoom or wherever. I want to do something to show them that I care about them and that I want to help them too. Because I bet you if somebody wanted to help you, you'd probably like them a little bit more, wouldn't you? So just think about the things that make you happy. What would make you happy? What would make you excited? And do those things to other people. And they'll like you as much as you would have liked them. All right. Number 3, master asking questions. If you're telling, it is not true. If they say it, it's true. Rookies are always telling. Pros are always what? Asking. The pros, man, they just ask. They just sit there, man. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've done a presentation, and I just sit there like this, man. I'm telling you, I sit there. I mean, honestly, and I do it just like this. I sit there like this because I'm trying to make sure I shut up, okay? I sit there like this. Like, sometimes I'll put my finger right by my, like, I don't want to, you with me? I just want to make sure I shut up, right? We all need to learn how to just shut up sometimes. Be quiet. Ask a question. Because when they answer, they're giving you all the hot buttons. Y'all realize that? Right? They're telling you everything. If you shut up and listen to the guy, that guy's like, I'm competitive. I want to be financially independent. I want to make a lot of money. I want to change my life. And you're like, this is great. Just shut up and let him talk for the next 5 minutes. And then all you have to do is say, so if I could get you that, instead of like think about it. Some of you guys want to do like 50 million presentations. Instead of just shutting up, letting the guy say everything, and then just simply saying like this is the best closing technique in the world right here. Just say, hey, so if I can get you that, would you do it? I mean, like I could eliminate most presentations. If I could show you how to get what you just said you wanted, by the way, that's why we ask what their goals and dreams are, then would you do it? Would you try? Would you give it a shot? And very, very likely they'll say yes. All right, so structure all presentations so that they overcome the most common objections within the body. That's why Kevin doesn't get objections. That's why I don't get objections. Very rarely do I get objections. Because when I ask somebody, hey, what's the most important thing in your life to you? They say, my family. Well, I mean, how do you not buy life insurance if the number one thing in your life to you is family? So it's very difficult. See, so when you skip that in your presentation, that's why sometimes you don't close. Because you didn't get all the little yeses that you were supposed to get. By doing this, it will be very natural for people to go ahead because their fear will have been eliminated. Remember, people do not go ahead for fear of making what? The wrong decision. That's all. That's what it is. That's why everybody wants to do business with you, but they're like, okay, they're thinking in their mind, if I say yes, wonder if I made a wrong decision. So our job is to get them to say yes so many times, little yeses, so many times, that it's almost impossible for them to ultimately say no. And then again, they sometimes don't go ahead, fear of making the mistake of the wrong decision. If you eliminate this, the fear will go away. Number 5, ask questions that result in yes or affirmative answers. This will get yes momentum going in your favor. Yes momentum. The little yeses, get lots of little yeses, and then in the end, you'll get the big giant yes, and it's called a check. Thank you for watching our short clips on Alonzo Academy. If you'd like to watch the next short clip, click here. If you'd like to watch the entire podcast, click here.